speaking of light, and speaking of what we are and who we are, we have a really great new theme for this month. And I think probably to date, this is the perfect person to be up here for inspiration for this theme. So please welcome Marilyn Murphy. So how's it feel?
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. But how's it feel being up here?
I'm going to get used to this because this is what I want to do for the rest of my life is inspire people.
Yeah, you want to get up and speak.
Yeah.
She said to me, where were we? Were we on the retreat?
I don't know.
Yeah, we were on the retreat. And she took me aside and she went, it was right after you climbed that, we went up on the tram and you got hooked with Rick Tamlin.
Yes.
Rick Tamlin, Dr. Rick Tamlin. And he and you went off on your journey up in the mountains. And when you came back, the two of you came back, you like pinned me to the wall. And you went, I'm going to speak. I am going to now speak for the rest of my life. I'm going to give talks. I'm going to speak. I went, okay. I was like, okay. So this is your first. I mean, you've done a lot of stuff, but this is your first time on stage in service.
Yes.
Yes, good. So let's just start with, what is the theme that's so apropos for you?
The theme is adventure.
Now, how many people think this is the perfect person up here for adventure, right? So you had a company for many years, and it was called what?
The WOW Travel Club.
The WOW Travel Club. And everywhere they went, their moniker was, Wow!
Yep.
Right?
And many of you have been on some of those adventures.
Yeah. Does WOW stand for anything? W-O-W?
Well, I woke up in the middle of the night because I had a company that did corporate and association group travel, but I always had this dream of taking people to places that were off the beaten path, someplace unique and special, and they probably never heard of it. And I had a dream, and I woke up in the middle of the night and went, wow, and I thought, that's a good name for a company. And nobody had taken it, so I trademarked it right away. But then very shortly thereafter, I came up with Worlds of Wonder.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Worlds of Wonder. And you took me to a place that I'd never been before, Croatia.
Yeah.
Which was really a wow.
Yeah.
I still remember jumping off of the back of the yacht we were on, which was called the Black Swan.
Yep.
In some cove that you found, and just diving into this clear water with fish and just floating in that. Yeah, it was really a wow. It was spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this month is about adventure, and I'm going to twist that a little bit when I talk about what it is. But you've had many adventures in your life. You want to talk about one, or whatever you feel like sharing in terms of your adventure of life?
So my life story started in a town in the Midwest that I didn't appreciate, didn't like living there, and couldn't wait to get the heck out of there. And I ended up, after college, didn't have a job, didn't have a boyfriend. It's like, oh, God. And I had to move back to my hometown. Well, there's always a good side, and the good side was that I had nothing going on in my life at that point. So when my girlfriend, who was in the Peace Corps in the Philippines, sent me a note and a letter and said, why don't you come over when I'm done with my 2-year service with Peace Corps, and we can travel through Southeast Asia and India together. And
how old were you?
24.
So at 24, with nothing going on, you felt, you just packed a backpack and went over to...
Well, to clarify, I bought a suitcase and a matching shoulder tote, and I took all my polyesters because they didn't wrinkle. This was before they had suitcases with wheels. So I'm over there, and, first of all, I'm in 110 humidity with polyester clothes, suitcases I had to schlep and carry. I learned a lot at the beginning.
It's funny, as we're thinking now, right now, Karen and Brad and Corinne Draper, Karen and Brad told Corinne Draper they're in Spain, and they're not traveling the way Corinne's used to traveling, which is kind of first class. They are doing, like, put a backpack on, and we're going to stop places and stay overnight. And Corinne called me, she goes, this is impossible. How do you pack one bag? I'm getting good at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah,
And that's an adventure in and of itself.
that was. And then when I found out, this is a long story, but
And you all need to buy her book, because she has the whole story about how someone stole her bag, and it's amazing. So what's the name of the book?
From Saginaw to Srinagar, my journey from the familiar to the far away.
Yeah, it's in the bookstore. Grab it, read it. You will
is
love
good.
it. So I want your contemporary adventures. What's going on in the life of Marilyn now? Because that's where we're about to embark. What is this adventure now going to be?
Well, 3+ weeks ago, I had a double mastectomy. So I am now flat-chested, and I'm healing emotionally, physically from that experience.
Yeah.
And I've been very public about it on my Facebook feed.
Yes, you have.
And I'm honored and overwhelmed with the support from people that are acknowledging my openness about it. Apparently that's unusual. And people, men and women and people I don't even remember who are those, who is that person that's commenting? It's making a dent, and so I thought the story I was going to be telling on stage was all about my travels and adventures, but it may also include this current adventure of health and healing.
I just want you to all hear, again, what she just said. 3 weeks ago, she had a double mastectomy, and there she stands today, on this stage, talking to you. And what you're showing the world is far more important than anything you could say to the world. What you're showing the world is there's no victim standing here. There's just someone who had something happen, you did it, you're moving on. Of course there's emotions, of course there's feelings around it, but I have to be really honest. You are one of my heroes, really. And that's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
And Twiggy was flat-chested, and she had a full career. Yes.
Well, funny you should mention her. I've been thinking about when I was 13, and I've got so many stories. My mother had a mastectomy when I was 13 years old, and it changed our life. My brother's here; he remembers. But at 13, Twiggy was my hero, and I was almost as flat as her on top, but I had hips, and she didn't, and it's like I hated these hips. But now I'm like, okay.
I mean, there is something to be said that, we get shown this is what we're supposed to look like, and it's just a quagmire. It's just something we either get caught in or we don't.
Right.
And you were caught in it for a while. I was caught in it for a while, but I like what I look like, and I don't need to look like someone else. I don't need to be even more muscular, although I'm working towards it. But I don't need to be that person. I need to be the best version of this.
Yep.
And you are
Thank you.
the best version of this. So that's your adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a huge adventure, wherever you take that. I think women, it happens to a lot of women.
Yeah.
And if they can see someone go through it the way you're going through it, it gives people hope. And you know how I feel about hope.
Yeah.
But sometimes, as Ernest Holmes says, hope is the very next best thing to despair. Sometimes that's the only thing you can cling on to is hope. So.
Yeah.
And by the way, I only asked her to be inspiration, when was it?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. because I was looking at it. It was supposed to be Reverend Nancy Berggren. Because first I thought, oh, Nancy Berggren, she's 95, and she's still out there traveling the world and doing movies and all. I thought, perfect. And then she actually got a gig. She's at another church speaking, and she wrote to me a week ago, and I let it go. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to let it go. The perfect person's going to come to me. And then you just, I actually saw something on Facebook, and I went, oh my God, this is like perfect. So I'm going to ask this question a little later, but I'm going to ask you now. What's something you haven't done that you want to do? Which is hard to ask you because you've gone and done so much. But what's something you haven't done yet?
Given a TED Talk.
Okay. Thor's given a TED Talk.
I know.
How was that, Thor?
It was awesome.
Yeah. He flew all the way to Alaska to give his TED Talk. Yeah.
Yep.
So you'll go wherever you need to go to give that
Absolutely.
TED Talk. Great. Okay. How's that feel? So in terms of adventure, if that's something you know you really want to do, what's it feel like inside?
Scary
Okay.
and
Doable?
and exhilarating and exciting, and I know I can do it, and I also recognize and see all of the ways I'm delaying and deferring, and I'm not quite ready, and my website isn't done, and I have to get business cards and, all this stuff that has to happen that I'm putting in the way of, I'm making all these
I know.
obstacles.
I have been recruited so many times to give TED Talks. I mean, people have reached out to me and said, we're doing this TED Talk in this city. You would be perfect. And because I know that my TED Talk is about Nora,
Oh,
it's about the 5 questions, I've put it off. I keep putting it off. Kevin keeps saying, you ever going to do that? I'm like, I don't know. I'll see. I just want to wait until I don't know what until. I just know that every time I've been reached out to, it wasn't right. So
okay, maybe we'll be
we'll be in the same TED
same
Talk. Yeah.
stage,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Okay,
Okay, you want to do our affirmation?
love to.
Let's do it. Here it is.
Oh, I can see it. With every adventure, I awaken to new possibilities.
How's that sound, everybody?
All right. Even you, Tiffany, where is she? Right here. Okay. Thank you, Tiff. All right. 1, 2, 3.
With every adventure, I awaken to new possibilities.
Well done.
Go ahead, take that in for a minute. Want to try it again?
Okay.
Want to try it again?
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Let's do it again.
With every adventure, I awaken to new possibilities.
Great. Give it up for Marilyn Murphy.
Thank you.
So, as we were putting together the music for these 2 weeks,